Make sure you bring a sample.
So we are back to the brand new episode of the NBA 2K17 Cincinnati Stingers MyLEAGUE, and last episode we went and simmed another season of the Stingers MyLEAGUE, and we actually went and won the championship back-to-back years, obviously last year plus the year before. So I mean, our team is rolling, our lineup is dominant, with Nerlens at center. So I mean, Nick Cheeks, perfect point guard. He's starting at point guard for this season. Right now he's an 88 overall. Shane Wheeler shooting guard. We have Jason Tatum at small forward. Lynn Morgan at power. Nerlens at center. Six man is DeMarcus Cousins. We have Malcolm Little, Scalabissier, Darren Fox, Alex Sweetney, Damian Jones, and the crew. But right now we're second, third, and second in power rankings. I don't know how we're like that. Back-to-back championships, and you're still disrespecting us? Come on, man. We're 7-0 to start the season. Now 9-0. So last episode we went and obviously started off a great season. I think we went like 18-1, but right now we're 17-1, 18-1, 20-1. We're killing it right now. Number one in the Eastern Conference by like, I don't know, 3.5 games. I don't know how we're only up by 3.5, but 29-3 at this point of the season. We're killing almost every single team by double-digit points, almost every game at least. So I mean, our team is doing very well. We win a lot of one-point games too. I noticed that a lot in this season, but 47-6 at this point. Our team is so dominant up at the first half of the season, but we re-signed Nick Cheeks right there in the contract 3-year deal. We re-signed Shane Wheeler to a 3-year deal. Plus, we're going to go and re-sign Jason Tatum to a 3-year deal. So our team locked up 3 of our best players, our big 3 of our basically our cornerstone of our franchise. We're going to go trade obviously Karen Sheridan for a power forward, as basically all of our centers are out at this point, with Nerlens out for the season, plus DeMarcus Cousins out for a few days. We need a power forward / center desperately. Right now, Nick Cheeks third in MVP voting right now, so I mean, MVP Nick Cheeks, it'd be so great to see. But your Eastern All-Stars, we have Shane Wheeler, and wait, are they disrespecting us again? No Nick Cheeks on there? Come on, man, that is brutal. Where's Stephen A when you need him? But I mean, Western All-Stars, you have the same old Lakers duo right there. You have Francis Jenkins back in the dunk contest. Last year you won it while he's like a torn Achilles. So this game, maybe you might win it back-to-back years. But Shea Wheeler in the three-point contest. We're going to simulate that. But this year Francis Jenkins did win the slam dunk contest once again, so 3 years in a row for Francis Jenkins. We just didn't have it in the clips right here, but 65-12 at this point. We're trying to win 70 games. We're on pace for 70, and right now we're 69-12 going into the last day against the Pelicans. We need to win this one to win 70 games this season to go 70-12, and we take a lead in the second half and never get back. 125-96 final in that game. We killed it in this game against the Pelicans, but Nick Cheeks, almost our MVP of the season. 38 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals. I think this man's averaging over 2 steals per game. That is crazy. I don't know if Nick Cheeks even qualifies for defensive player, but I mean, he's our defensive player of the year. But whereas Anthony Davis, poor Anthony Davis, stuck with the Pelicans. We win 70 games this year, as Patton is your MVP, 35.7 points per game. He's like the only hope for the Clippers at this point. Augment is the Rookie of the Year for the Nuggets. Dwight Guerrero is, I think, 6th man, something like that. Chip James is Most Improved. And we have Nathan Brady over Kevin McHale, won 70 games. Where this is disrespect all around the board for the Stingers. They do not like them. The NBA, it's rigged against us. I'm just kidding. But when it comes to all NBA teams, we do have the all NBA second team. And all the NBA third team, we have Nick Cheeks. I mean, at least one Stinger on there. I don't know why Shane Wheeler's not on any of those teams, but all defensive first team, we have no Shane Wheeler. Sixth team, we finally have a glimpse of Shane Wheeler on this all NBA stuff. So I mean, at least he made all NBA or all defensive second team, but should have made the all NBA team along with Nick Cheeks. But right now he went and finished 68 or 70-12. I don't know why that thing's not updated, but number 1 in the power rankings to end off the season. I like that. When it comes to league leaders, though, let's go check out where we place in league leaders, and it looks like, I believe, our first spotting of a Stinger in this is 22nd with Nick Cheeks, but Nick Cheeks led us there in points per game this season. I like to see that a lot. With Shane Wheeler in second, obviously first in assists is Nick Cheeks. Let's go through all these stats. It's pretty fast, but I mean, Nick Cheeks ruled this season. It's probably his best season of his NBA career this season. So I mean, 70-12 record. We're almost like the Golden State Warriors. If we go and choke the playoffs, it's not going to look good for us next year, I guess. I'm not sure, but we're going to face the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round, 41-41, 500 record. They have actually a pretty good team. They're better than Memphis Grizzlies last year. We won against in the finals. So, I mean, when it comes to injuries this season, we have DeMarcus Cousins out in 2 weeks here. Damian Jones day-to-day, and Nerlens season-ending injury, fractured left leg. So, I mean, Our team is so thin when it comes to centers, it's unbelievable. So to game 1 of the quarterfinals against the Bucks, but Nick Cheek's first game of the playoffs, 33 and 13 for a double-double, and we also have a few other double-doubles there, but Nick Cheek's killing it for us. Now 2-0 in the season when it comes to playoffs, 37 and 16 performance by Nick Cheeks. My god, he's a good player. Double-double by Shane Wheeler and Francis Jenkins, 20 and 10. So I mean, our team is so good in this game, 2-0 against these Bucks, 41-41 Bucks. We take a 3-0 lead there in that game. Let's check out these stats for that one. Dwight Grove, 29 points. Shea Wheeler, 29. Now let's go for the sweep here. Bring out the brooms against the Milwaukee Bucks here in Milwaukee. We're going to go take the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter, and yeah, we demolish them by like, I don't know how many points. What is that? 49 maybe? 40, 37? I don't know. But we end up taking that game. We sweep the Milwaukee Bucks as expected in the first round. Move on to the semifinals against the 76ers. So, I mean, Sixers a great team to face off. You have Jamison, Fultz, Ben Simmons. Some more fuel to the fire as we do have the former 76er we traded for in the trade deadline, who helped us out majorly in a playoff run last year, was, I believe, Malcolm Little. So Malcolm Little facing his former team here. We take game 1 here in this game, in this series, 32-10 for Shane Wheeler as we win that one. Now game 2 of the series, we take game 2 obviously by a score of 153-110. So we demolish them by 43. Jenkins 42 points. I mean, Jenkins killing it against these 76ers. Game 3, we take game 3 too. Now we're up 3-0 here against the 76ers. We get a 31-11 performance. Jenkins 25-9 performance. And now let's go for the sweep. Back-to-back sweeps in the NBA playoffs. We get in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and the fourth quarter win 150-07. So 150 is the score. Shane Wheeler 47 points, Tatum 19 and 12 for a double-double, and obviously our man Nick Cheeks over 14 assists for him is crazy. Now move on to the Eastern Conference Finals with 8 straight wins. We're facing the Toronto Raptors here as they have Ben McLemore out day today, but it looks like we're basically better than them in every single category except rebounding. Plus, look at their centers. Look how many centers they have. They have 3 starting centers. We only have like 1 maybe. I don't know. They take game 1 here of the series. We take game 2, so 1-1 series here. We tied it up at 1 apiece. Tatum 20 points there, or 24, sorry. As we go into game 3 of the series, take game 3 here, and man, it's kind of looking bad. Linden 24 and 12, Tatum 25 and 11. Our centers, it could be your weakness here, Achilles heel, I guess you could say. 2-1 lead for the Raptors here in this series. We're going back to Toronto. They win this one, take a 3-1 lead in this series. Cousins 18 points. We get shut down completely as our centers, they're not showing up because they're injured. They're on the bench. They have ice on their knees. And now game 4-5 here, and yeah, it's looking good as we lose this one and we're out of the playoffs. I mean, we lose it 4-1 the series because we do not have good centers here. We have a big problem when it comes to centers getting injured. Last year, all our stars got injured. We did have backups, but this year we had no plan for them. We didn't think that all these centers would get injured in the playoffs, but thankfully the Nuggets, at least the Raptors, blew a 3-1 lead in the finals just to get revenge. The Nuggets get revenge for us and win the NBA Finals under Kevin Durant's leadership as Finals MVP. So at least we get revenge of the Raptors through the Nuggets, but man, that just sucks so much. So when it comes to player retirements for the NBA, we have Steph Curry in your John Wall, Serge Ibaka, but Steph Curry, he plays his entire career with Golden State. I love to see when one person plays his entire career with one team, just like Kobe. But 3-time MVP, 1-time NBA champion, did not get to 2, which kind of sucks, I guess, for him. But John Wall did retire, 6-time All-Star. But when it comes to other players, we have Isaiah Thomas retired on there. We have Klay Thompson retired too. So both Splash Brothers retire in 1 year. Same with Eric Bledsoe on there too. So Klay Thompson played his entire career with Golden State too. So it looks like both their jerseys will be retired by Golden State. So I mean, the 2 Splash Brothers go together. I like to see that. We have Hassan Whiteside retired there too as a member of the Hornets. So Hassan did not retire as a member of the Heat, but anyone else in here? We have Will Barton, we have Terrence Ross, Seth Curry retired too. So both Curry brothers retired there too. They're playing off against each other, the Mavs and the Golden State game tonight as I'm recording this. But Norman Powell did retire near 67 overall, was a Stinger for years, but his injury, his nasty injury about 2 years ago, just diminished his overall completely. He used to be like 79 overall, dependable 6-man, but now he's like 67 overall and retired. But Steph Curry is inducted to the Hall of Fame, and John Wall, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry's numbers are retired by their respective organizations. So now when it comes to league meetings, we do have one draft lottery, top 4 picks we've done through the lottery now, and the rest will be determined by record. But so the draft lottery now, we do have, let's go see who wins first overall pick. We have the Heat wins first, Nets get second, and Jazz get third. So now when it comes to staff retirements on here, we're going to go and sign an assistant GM, and basically our staff is money for the year. But let's get right in this NBA draft.
With the first pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select Rolando Benjamin from West Virginia University. With the second pick in the NBA draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Cam Norton from the University of Memphis. With the third pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Nathan Gilbert from the University of Central Florida. With the fourth pick in the NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers select the 20-year-old power forward from Canada. We have a trade to announce. With the fifth pick in the NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select the 20-year-old point guard from Holy Cross. With the sixth pick in the NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Ellis Cummings. With the seventh pick in the NBA draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select Sheldon Walker from Loyola Marymount University. With the eighth pick in the NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Bruce Dillon from Southern Illinois University. The 21st pick in the NBA draft, the 21-year-old small forward from Villanova University. We have a trade to announce. With the 22nd pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Jerome Harper from Boston College. The NBA draft, the 20-year-old big man from Ohio. In the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Robert Bridges.
So this draft is complete. The first overall pick was Rolando Benjamin, 80 overall, 21 years old. He's a point guard, so I mean, actually not that bad of a top three. I like the top three. You have a point guard going first overall. Second overall is a pretty promising center, I'd say. So then we have Gilbert on there at small forwards. I mean, pretty good draft, I'd say so, for this year. But when it comes to our draft picks, though, our draft pick is Kobe Cunningham, 6'6 overall, 21 years old, small forward. So not that bad of a guy. Good shooting. Okay potential for a guy who's going like 28th overall or 23rd overall. But when it comes to our 30th overall pick, we did pick up Ware, who does have decent stats, I guess. But when it comes to free agency, though, in this year, we do have Ivan Rabb, Damian Daniel, Markelle Fultz, Harry Giles, Giannis Antetokounmpo, a free agent once again. We have Domantas Sabonis, so not that bad of a free agent class, not the greatest, but not the worst. As we do have a few solid role players and a pretty good franchise, well, not really franchise guy, but decent guy in Markelle Fultz. But when it comes to signing, I'm just going to go and sign Damian Jones, re-sign the same old guys. Plus, going to go and sign this new guy, Spurs Sturck and Alex Sweetney, once again on the team for this year, as our team barely changes again this year. Team, we didn't need to sign anybody, but we went, and our lineup is Nick Cheeks, Shane Wheeler, Tatum, Morgan, Noel, Jenkins, 6th man, Malcolm Little, you have you have Darren Fox, Roberson, Obissier, Sweeney, Jones, Davenport, and DeMarcus Cousins, 73 overall. But I guess I'll end this episode off here. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Stingers franchise mode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.